everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, and today I'm going to be unboxing a ThreadUp box. I haven't done one of these in so long. So I purchased one of their rescue boxes, the Denim. I got 50 pounds, and all in with shipping, I spent $59.91. If you're new to the channel, this is how I did ThreadUp boxes in the past, and so I'm going to do the same thing today. I have 3 columns here: the Bolo, Money, Luxury brands, Bread and Butter, and the Poop. And so as I pull each pair out and show it to you guys, I will put a tick mark under the appropriate column. And then at the end, I add up how many of the Bread and Butter and the Money brands and divide that into the cost to see how much per pair they were. I do not factor in the Poop brands in there because those are typically ones I'm going to redonate and not list or try to sell. So the ones that are sellable that I'm going to actually list are the ones I factor into the overall average cost per pair. So this has been cut open already by Keith, and he put it up on this chair for me, but I haven't seen inside yet. So this is going to be as much of a surprise for me as it is for you. And we're just going to start pulling pairs out and going right through them. First pair is Poop. This is Walmart brand, size 16. I mean, I might try to sell these for $12 to $14 just because they are a size 16, but it's a Walmart brand, so we're just going to count it as Poop. But don't ever be surprised if you see something I call Poop in my store, because I've been known to go, well, I might as well. We already paid for the whole box. Oh, this is a good brand. So this is Democracy. This is a plus size, 16W. So these have the app technology. So they're slimming and shaping jeans, like the Chico So Slimming or the tummy technology you're familiar with on the Not Your Daughter's jeans. Any jeans that have slimming or shaping technology, I always say, are something you should absolutely be on the lookout for. I used to get about $40 for Democracy. I don't think they go for that as much anymore, maybe 30 to 35, maybe even less. I haven't had them in a while. So we'll call those Bread and Butter. They're probably higher end Bread and Butter. Then we have Express, which is kind of Poop. These are Jegging Stella Low Rise, size 0. I'm probably going to go ahead and call these Bread and Butter and go ahead and list them anyway, even though they're Express, because they're such a small size. One, they're going to ship first class, and they're not going to be heavy or cost a lot to ship. And second, these smaller sizes do really well. I do as well with the really small sizes as I do with the larger sizes. These are kids, but they are Levi Strauss. So I'm probably going to go ahead and call these low-end Bread and Butter, but they do have the adjustable waist. They're going to ship first class. They're going to take a couple of seconds to photograph and list. So we'll go ahead and list those. And we'll call them Bread and Butter. I see a Bolo brand. These are Adriana Goldschmied. I just sourced a pair of men's Adriana Goldschmieds at the Goodwill this week. You guys probably saw that in my haul video. And these are women's. So these are, I'm going to put in the Bolo list. Sorry, I just totally knocked my camera over and made everyone felt like we were going through an earthquake. Okay, this is Lila Ryan. I've never heard of it. So what I'm going to do with brands that I've never heard of, we're going to set them over here. And then at the end, I can share my screen and we can comp them together. And you guys can watch me look them up and figure out what they're worth. We got some Gap Sexy Boot, size 25. Bread and Butter, solid Bread and Butter all day long. I used to get a lot of Gap and Old Navy and American Eagle when I could get jeans for 99 cents. Cannot do that out here in Florida, so I don't pick them up as much or at all, really. These are Carhartt Men's 33 by 30. So these we're going to call bread and butter. It's a pretty good brand. Of course, it's men's, so I'm going to call it high-end bread and butter, probably. Again, a lot of these brands I haven't had or listed in a long time, and things do change. Have another Bolo brand. Look at that. Madewell. These are good jeans, y'all. And they're button fly. Usually when I comp jeans, these are size 29, 9-inch mid-rise skinny. Usually when I comp jeans that are button fly, I will put button fly in the title as a keyword and then add like $2. Because to me, it's a novelty. So that's another money brand. Money. American Eagle. These are size 6. And they have some rips and tears. Believe it or not, guys, sometimes destroyed and ripped denim demons. I almost said demons. I promise you guys I'm not selling demons on eBay. Sometimes the ripped denim will sell more for more money and faster. Don't understand it, but those are definite bread and butter. We got some American Eagle skinny. These are white. So, I hate listing white clothes, but I'll do it. Bread and butter all day long, but I hate white clothing. I just feel like it always looks dirty and dingy, even right when it comes out of the wash. It picks up lint. These are Levi's 580 boot cut, and they're 22. So these are plus size Levi's. I'm not that familiar with the 522s, 580s. Sorry, size 22, 580. So we're going to look these up at the end. I know I say this a lot about Levi's, but there's so many different Levi's, numbered Levi's, that I always advise to comp them because, you know, you can be like, well, I just listed 20 pairs of Levi's that all comp to 25, $30. So this next pair I'm going to list for the same. And that could be the one number that comps at 45 or 50. So Lucky Brand, solid bread and butter. I believe Lucky Brand used to be a Bolo brand, but not anymore. I usually start them around 25. So Old Navy. These are kicker boot cuts. So I will put these in the bread and butter. Looking good so far. 2 luxury brands and 1 poop. Old Navy Rockstar. These are size 12. Bread and butter. Pardon me while I just fling stuff everywhere. Another kids pair, and these are crew cuts. So these are J. Crew. This is J. Crew's kids brand. The crew cuts. And I have sold these in the past. They don't sell for a bunch of money, but they do sell fast. They seem to be a popular kids brand. And you see the cute little hearts? And J. Crew, including the crew cuts for kids, does well on Poshmark. I will be putting it on all 3 platforms that we list on using List Perfectly. And that's Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. Hollister, size 3. So Hollister is a good bread and butter brand. I used to get them for 99 cents and pick up just pairs by the dozen. They sell first class. Most of the Hollisters are going to be smaller sizes than juniors. If you didn't know, odd numbers are juniors and even numbers are women's. But yeah, I used to pick them up all the time. They're lightweight. They usually ship first class. These ones are ripped, which is good. And they sell fast. So I usually start them between $18 to $22, depending on the size and the style. And they would sell within a week or 2 of being listed. So it's another example of something that's not worth a lot of money, but it gives you a fast return on your investment. And that's good for the activity in your store, as well as turning your profits around into more capital. I have never heard of this. And I can't even see what the button says. It's UJ. All right, we're going to have to look these up at the end with the screen share. I feel like there's more jeans in here for days. It was 50 pounds of jeans. So now we have a pair of Reformation. I have never heard of these either. So we'll look these up. Those were Button Fly though, so hopefully that's a good brand. Oh, a wee little denim coat. How cute is that? And it's Oshkosh. That is a good brand for kids. So we're going to mark that as a bread and butter. I hope I've been remembering to mark all these. I feel like there's more than 15 pairs over there. All right. This is another Madewell. Are you kidding me right now? Shut up. More Madewells. These are slim boy jeans. Can you read it? Am I shoving it in there close enough? So that's another money. These are jeans. These are jeans. These look as generic can be. I don't even see a size tag, a brand. So we're going to put these over with the poop. Poop. These are, Pilcrow and the Letterpress. These are an Anthropologie brand. Yay. These are going in the money column. These are a win. I never find these. And the first time I ever found them, I didn't know what the heck was going on. I thought someone had messed up the tag and sewn over it. No, that's what they're supposed to look like. That up and down looks like somebody sewed over it. That is what those tags look like. All right. Another one in the winter column. Driftwood. Doesn't sound promising. We're going to look it up. But it has really cool designs around the band, the waistband. We'll look those up too. And these are James jeans. We're going to have to look up a whole bunch of these, guys. We're just going to do a real quick look up. When I do it on the videos with you guys, it's kind of like a cursory, real quick look. I'm obviously more in depth when I'm listing and comping for prices. Liz Lang Maternity. I'm going to comp these, but my instinct wants me to call them poop. My instinct wants to call them poop, but you never know. Just because you haven't heard of something doesn't mean it's poo-poo. Madewells. Somebody put a bunch of Madewell in my box for me. All right, these are the Road Trippers. This is exciting. I think I've only ever had like one or two pairs of Madewells like ever. And this box has several. 3. This is American Eagle. So this is another solid bread and butter brand. These are smaller too. So these will be a first class shipment, which is nice. These look fancy. Could these be? Oh my gosh. You guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These are going to pay for the whole box by themselves. You guys, these are a bolo. These are so awesome to find. I'm so excited. These are the Camilla Easy Boot size 30. They're women's. Did you see me check the pockets? That is a trick about deciding if jeans are men's or women's. The men's pockets are really deep and they go really far down into the leg. Women have these teeny tiny little pockets that you're not meant to really put anything in. I can't get over how excited I am. This is going in the thumbnail. These are so exciting. They are going into the money column. And they're staying down here because I need to use those for the thumbnail. That is probably the most exciting find in this box. I first saw the pockets and thought they were going to be Miss Me, but that's even better. I want to call these poop. I really do. But I'm going to take my own advice and double check before I do that. Let's see. This is J. Crew, the Drigs. Sounds like some kind of pirate pants. The Drigs. These are solid bread and butter. Again, J. Crew does really good on Poshmark. It's very popular over there. But I list all the things on all the things, so that my eggs are not all in one basket. These are Gap Kids, good bread and butter. It's one of the kids brands I don't mind messing with. The same with the J. Crew and the Oshkosh. Definitely worth your time. Kids' clothes are super easy to list too. And they almost always ship first class unless you have some big coat or hoodie. This is pants, shorts. These are Levi's. My name is Star and I couldn't see that. These are denim shorts, Levi's, solid bread and butter. And then we have, there's still jeans in here. So many jeans. Oh my gosh, jeans for days. J. Crew jeans. It literally says that. J. Crew jeans. So these are bread and butter. They have a nice raw hem too. And a button fly I saw as it went over the top. So those are keywords I would want to use. Raw hem, button fly. Calvin Klein jeans. I mean, these are probably like lower end bread and butter, but you see that they're a small size. They're going to ship first class. I'm going to go ahead and list them as bread and butter. I'm super fast with jeans these days. I've been doing them for so long. So if you are slow at measuring and photographing and listing and you're, still learning and you're newer, hang in there and don't think, you're doing anything wrong. I used to be so slow. You just get better with time and experience. And before you know it, you'll be whipping out the measurements like a ninja and listing super fast. Make sure that you are using templates too. That helps. And also when you start to list the same brands over and over, the same types of items, you start to learn the prices they go for, and you don't even have to comp anymore. I just always suggest, these are Old Navy bread and butter. I always suggest that you still comp every 6 months to a year just to double check stuff, because prices can go up or down depending on what's going on in the world. American Eagle, so you always want to double check because they're not going to sell if they're priced too high. And if you have them, if you're listing stuff too low, you're not getting what you could for them. Oh my gosh, another Pilcrow and the litter press. This is so exciting. This box. Yo, homies, this box is so exciting. These are Levi Strauss. That's kind of like the brand that you'd find at the Walmarts and the Kmarts. So it's still a good bread and butter brand. These are men's 38, so that's a good big size for men. We will call these bread and butter. I have marks going everywhere. I am not a neat person when I'm doing this. All right. We're going to pull this pair out and not be pleasantly surprised. I have no idea what's going on here. These, again, are like another pair that have no brand or nothing on them. So, poop. Poop, poopy doop. Poop. Gap Kids, again, size 7. So these are bread and butter. And these are jeans. These are American Eagle. So another pair of bread and butter. Excuse my alarm. See, I almost forgot to mark that one down because I need my alarm. These are some pants. These are Michael Kors. So this used to be a really good brand, like Super Duper. It's kind of one of those that just isn't worth what it used to be, but it's still bread and butter. And these are size 14, so that's a good size. All right, these are Jolt. These are poop. We're going to just go like this and call them poop. Poop. Just a couple left, guys, and then we'll look up the ones over here in this pile. Levi's 505 straight fit men's 36. So I want to look those up too. Believe it or not, I actually don't have all the Levi's memorized. I know some of them, but not all. These are some pants. Oh, these are Melissa McCarthy 7'7" jeans. You guys, these are a bolo. These are the Melissa McCarthy line from 7'7". So 7'7s themselves, I used to consider them bread and butter, but they've kind of like, people have raced to the bottom so much on them and they take forever. They have a very slow sell-through rate. So I always pass on them anymore. I wouldn't necessarily call them poop. I just don't want to source them and list them myself. But the Melissa McCarthy line is a plus-sized line 477 that has the comedian/actress's name on them, and they sell really fast, and they comp for a lot higher than regular 7'7s. The last pair of Melissa McCarthy's I had, I believe, sold for 40 or 45. I don't know if they're still worth that much, but they used to be a bolo, and they would sell for like 40 to 45. I know a couple resellers who sold them for even more than that. So these are definitely going to put in the money pile. So you know what it looks like. Melissa McCarthy, the 7'7" here is worn off, but that's okay. We still have enough on here to show that they're Melissa McCarthy. It says it right there. And these are also slimming or shaping. They have the slimming silhouette system. So yeah, these are exciting. Good box. I'm very pleased with this box so far. Excuse me. Curvy, skinny, Levi Strauss 28. Size 28. So I know that these are bread and butter off the top of my head. And so we'll put them there. And I've got one pair of maternity left in here. Isabel Maternity by Ingrid and Isabel. So I've actually had this brand before in maternity jeans, and they don't comp very high. They don't have a good sell-through rate, and these are white and they look kind of stained and ick. So I'm just going to redonate them. Okay, so now we need to comp the ones that are over here real quick before we figure out the average cost per pair that I got. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm going to make myself real small over in the corner. Nope, not like that. I know how to use this program. I really do. I promise. There we go. All right, so we have Levi's 505 men's straight fit. Like I said, this is just going to be a real quick, dirty, fast look up just to kind of get an idea of the comps on the jeans, and then I'll do a more in-depth when I'm going to list. So we're going to look for that. And I'm going to get a drink real quick because my throat is so dry. I need to wet my whistle. All right, so you can see in the listeds, they're all over the place. I want to make sure I'm looking at used. We've got, some for 30, some for 20. Let's go to solds. So these ones sold for 30, 40. Well, wow. These are nice to find and have. Then you got turds selling them for 12. And if that was your listing, I'm not going to apologize. Your turn. So I'm going to call these a bolo because if I can get 40 out of them, that's really good. So we'll call these a bolo or a money brand, what have you. Okay, next we have this maternity pair. Liz Lang. I'm going to say these are probably poop, but we'll double check just to be sure. Liz Lang, women's maternity. Yeah, these are selling for like, well, I mean, there's a pair for, that's like 18 plus 8 is 26 all in. So that must have been a lucky sell because the rest are like, oh, I mean, with the shipping, this was a multiple set. So these are like, I'm going to call them poop because I don't think I'm going to get enough out of them to justify the listing and shipping costs and all that. Now we have James jeans. So let's see what these are doing. Now, when you're actually comping to list, I always suggest looking at both sold and current listed. It's more important that you look at solds. You've got to see what things are actually selling for right now. You want to see what buyers are willing to pay for these items. You also want to see if they're selling at a regular rate. You want to make sure there's recent solds because if nothing of this brand is sold in the last 9 months, then it's probably not worth it. So looking at the solds is important, but you also kind of want to look at the current listings as well, just to gauge if the price has gone up or down. Does that make sense? These look like 2 pair there. They look like 20 to 25. So I'm going to call them bread and butter. And these are unique. I don't know if I showed you, if you can see me over here when I'm small. But they have like some acid washing and some distress and rips. So yeah, we'll call those bread and butter. I'll go ahead and list those. Next up, we have those Driftwood jeans. These are like cowboy jeans. Oftentimes when I get new to me brands that are like the Western or the cowboy or the ranch or whatever, they often comp pretty high. So we'll see. Yeah, I'd say so. These went for 36 plus 9 shipping, so that's 45, and that sold just today. Those are brand new though. I guess it took off my filter for used. Let's try that. So we have 2 pair for, I mean, that's an auction though. It looks like these were all best offers, so you can't really see how much they sold for. These are clearly really cool though. They're embroidered and flare leg bell bottom. But I'm going to say these are probably, with a little bit more research, I'm probably going to list mine for like somewhere between 35 and 40. So these are going to be considered money jeans. Oh, they did have something neat on the bottom as I tossed them over. So they might actually go for more. I did not see this at the bottom. Can I make myself big again just to show you this? Look at that. As I threw them, I saw that. So they have like embroidery at the bottom and everything. We're going to definitely call those ones money jeans. All right, next up, we have these Reformation. Never heard of them. My gut tells me they're not going to be good, but we'll look. These went for $60 a couple days ago. My gut must have been wrong because these went for 45, 32. Okay, so Reformation is apparently a good brand. And anyone that already knew that was probably watching this video screaming at the screen, right? Star, Reformation jeans are good. They're a Bolo brand. Oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you calling them poop? Ah! I kept them and I called them good at the end of the day. All right, UJ women's jeans. These are coming up with other brands. So these literally just only say UJ on them. And it's coming up with other brands, which probably means they're either super duper rare, hard to find, super expensive, or they're just so low-end generic brand. They're not going to come up, and they're just shorts. So I'm going to redonate them. I may pull them out and look into them further and do like a little bit more research on my own when I'm not taking up your time. And then we have these Levi's 580 women's, and I'm going to put plus size because that's important, because those can comp differently than non-plus sizes. So these sold for a best offer, but like 28. Best. I wish they would show you what they sold for when there's a best offer instead of just a scratch mark. I'd like to know. These sold for like 25. So probably 25-ish, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to put them in bread and butters. I got one pair left. They fell on the floor. Uno momento, por favor. These are the Lila Ryans. Lila Ryan women's jeans. And we're looking at 20 for this pair. Again, best offers I can't really determine. Those are new, so let's filter back again to used. These went for like 24. All these best offers I can't really, 25, 30. So these are probably going to be a good bread and butter. Just to quickly determine and not keep you guys too much longer. I have 11 money brands. That is really, really good for a ThreadUp box. Of course, the Coupe de Gros, the best pair I found today, is on the floor. The Rock Revivals. So excited about those. All right, so we got 11. We have a pair here, but I think I was supposed to look up and I didn't. I feel like these are super generic-y. I'm going to call them bread and butter anyway. All right, so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29 pairs of bread and butter, and then just 7 of poop. So out of this whole box, I'm going to redonate 7 pairs, and I'm keeping 40 to sell. And 11 of those are the higher end, better brands. They're going to fetch a really good price for me. So if I paid $59.91 for the whole box, including shipping and everything to the door, all in. Oh, I have to learn how to clear out a calculator, apparently. Okay, $59.91. And I'm keeping 40. That makes them $1.50 a pair. That's exciting. Because, nowadays we are paying $5 a pair at Salvation Army on half off days. Sometimes I find some that they've marked lower and I can get them for $2 to $4, but that is few and far between. Most of the jeans we find now are $9.99 and then you get them half off. A far cry from the days when we can get them for 99 cents. But these are averaging out to $1.50 a pair, and 11 of those were really good brands. Super excited. This was a really, really good box. Of course, these are listed as DIY jean rescue boxes. So ThreadUp doesn't promise you or guarantee that you're going to get any of these really good brands or even bread and butter brands. They're not guaranteeing that they're going to be in good shape. I have heard stories about folks who got a ThreadUp box and it was all cut off legs, like not the part you can resell as shorts, but they got literally like from here down, just a box of cut off legs. And I've heard people get boxes full of poop, and I've heard people get boxes full of 40 pairs of brands like this. I don't think they really pay much attention when they're putting the jeans in the boxes. Again, they sell them as DIY projects, so they're supposed to be jeans that you're using for projects. When they have too much stock there, they just start filling the boxes up. They're also not always available on their site. So if you want to get a denim rescue box, you have to keep checking in until one is available. I'm really excited. This is probably the best box I've ever had from them. And if you guys remember, in 2019 and 2018, I would get them often. But during the shutdown, this was one of the biggest ways I used to get inventory for us when we can thrift. And this is the best box I've ever gotten from them. I will definitely be ordering more. Just keep in mind that you may not always get a box as good as this. You could get one better, you could get one worse. It's kind of a risk, but I've always gotten enough good stuff to at least pay for the box. And then more often than not, you'll get enough good stuff to pay for the box and then a couple of good ones that are pure profit. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comments, guys. I'll be happy to answer your questions and talk with you about jeans or ThreadUp. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel so much. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel. Help us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link down below. Until next time, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.